Okay, and so my answer to that question is that I don't think that the brain runs programs in that way at all. I think the computer mind metaphor breaks down at that point. Because, see, this is a part of the fact that I believe in will. And so I believe that the will, the little elemental will of each and every neuron, adds up to sub-wills and bigger sub-wills, and ultimately what we call our entire will and our consciousness in our mind. And therefore, the program is those creatures. It's like saying, could you take America out of all the individuals that make America up and put it in some other machine? And no, because there's an element of individual will involved. We're not just computers running a program, we're acting. We're inventing the program as we go. And since I believe that, I don't believe we could, transfer it quite so easily. It doesn't mean there couldn't be some science fiction way to copy ideas, but you would have to actually copy all of the interconnections and somehow copy the will. We'd have to know what substance the will was made of somehow, and that's what I don't know if that's possible. Um, I'm not sure if it is or not because we don't know enough about where the will comes from. But so yeah, the brain doesn't run programs quite the same way. It does run programs, but the programs are more built in. It's more like building programs into circuitry, analog circuitry, not even digital where you just store the memory in a chip, but actual circuitry where the shape of the circuitry, is analog directly. There is no program separate from the circuitry. So I think the brain, has more of that characteristic. But I don't really know, but I think it's an interesting topic where people come down on. It tells a lot about what you think about neurology, which is why I asked the fucking question. So, yeah. Personally, I think to ask a question like that is a compliment. To assume somebody would have an opinion on that, because there's some basics of brain science and cognitive science and assumptions about what it's like on the inside of a brain, and it's like looking at one from the outside and everything else.